Losing myself and finding my strength, came to the conclusion that I want it all. Feeling that pressure of trying to do better. I want to reach heights, but too scared to fall. Too scared of failure. Way more scared of feeling regret from not even trying. That's terrifying. I understand that chasing my goals, I bury my clocks because it take time. I gotta go. I already know. If I want to grow, you reap what you sow. That be the case. Planting my seeds and water my base. Yeah, I made mistakes. Yeah, I know you grow in your garden, but watch for the snakes. The people that act like you crazy for trying to stay far away. They don't think it's possible. I think it's possible. That is just hate. Yeah, they hate themselves because they on the shelf while you create a life that you love. A life that you love. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. You go up a level. You turn up whenever it's time for you to go put in that work. I know my worth. I know it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah, I know it hurt. One thing is for sure. Yeah. Until they put me in this earth. Before I ride in that hearse. I'm chasing my goals. I'm chasing my goals. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. I'm chasing my goals. All right, and welcome back to another episode. Like I always say, if you are on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Like right now, go ahead, push the button. It costs you nothing. If you are on a podcast platform, please leave a review. Those things help me out a whole lot. Also, become a monthly supporter of the show. You can choose a monthly amount. It can either be $3, $5, $8, or $10, and you can cancel at any time. But why would you ever do that? Let's go ahead and jump in today. Let's talk about how you are not in control of other people's experiences in life. We're going to talk about other people's experiences and the role you play in them. And this is important because as humans, we learn or have come to believe who we are based on what we perceive other people's perceptions of us is. We build our identity off ourselves based on how we perceive other people perceiving us and how they act around us. We build our identity based on other people. And I've said this quote before and I say it again. It's from Charles Cooley and it says, "I'm not who you think I am. I'm not who I think I am. I am who I think that you think I am." Let me say that again. It's kind of hard to comprehend. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not who I think I am. I am who I think that you think I am. Which is what I'm saying, how we build our own identity based off what we perceive other people's perception of us to be. Which is crazy to think about, right? We try to and sometimes become what other people think of us. And it's important to become aware of this so we can break away from this thought process and become our true selves. Can we become who we want to become? And I want you to think about this statement. Somebody's reaction to you, whether it's good or bad, has nothing to do with you. Someone's reaction to you has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what's happening internally with that person. So let me first say this. I'm not saying that you can go out and be a jerk to people and say, well, hey, that's on them. They got something going on inside them that made them react like that. It's their fault. They didn't have to react the way they reacted. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you're a good person and acting out of a good place in everything you do, and you're true to yourself, and you're not a person who wants to harm other people's reaction to you literally has nothing to do with you. And this thought process needs to be one that helps us step into the truest version of ourselves. And here's why. So many people in life won't do what they truly want to do because they don't want to ruffle any feathers. They don't want to stir the pot. They want to stay invisible so they don't get those negative and sometimes positive reactions from other people. So many people just want to stay invisible because they don't want people to react to them good or bad. But understand that a person's opinion of you has nothing or has everything to do with how they view the world. Every single person perceives the world differently, right? That's a fact. We all see the same world, but at the same time, it's different for each and every one of us. And our perception of the world is from all the countless experiences we have from the time we're born to right now. Every single thing that ever happens to us and around us, right? Okay, so here's a couple examples. So let's say you're into this man or this woman and you like them and y'all went on a date and you felt like they were interested in you. The date went good, it felt good. Then all of a sudden they start acting distant. Then out of nowhere, the date just took a complete turn and the date ends and they don't call you back. Them not calling you back or not being interested in you has nothing to do with you. For one, it could be so many different things. It might be that they've been cheated on, had their heart broken, or they're hesitant to get into another relationship again, or maybe all they wanted was sex and they can tell that you ain't that kind of person, right? And that's not what you're looking for. Maybe you remind them of their ex. Maybe they're super loyal to zodiac signs and they made up in their minds that your sign just don't work with whatever their sign is. It could be so many different things, for one. And two, none of that has anything to do with you. None of it. And having been in those situations, we know it can make you think, okay, well, what did I do wrong? Is something wrong with me? Was it something I said? But in reality, this person is reacting to you based on all the other experiences they've had in their life. Maybe it's a protection mechanism for them. Maybe they're projecting something on you. Maybe their intentions just wasn't honest. And a lot of times, they ain't even thinking about these things consciously, right? It's just baked into the back of their minds and making them behave a certain way or think certain things or feel a certain way, and they don't even realize it. So not only does their experiences in life have nothing to do with you, the way they perceive you has nothing to do with you either. It has everything to do with how they perceive the world. Another example, and something I know you can relate to, is somebody who is just angry. Just mad about something all the time. A lot of angry folks in this world, right? And the thing is, ain't nobody born angry, right? There ain't no such thing as an angry infant. Yeah, a baby will cry, but babies don't come into the world just pissed off at people, at life. For the most part, you don't see a bunch of frowning, mad-ass babies, right? And so some people are just angry, though, right? And maybe they were raised by an angry parent. Now that's how they react to the world. Or that, and they get triggered into anger real easy, right? There's some sort of trigger, something that sets them off. And the fact is, you can have the same exact thing happen to two different people. Same thing. One person can be very calm and have no reaction at all. The other person can get pissed off and blow up about it. And what that says or proves is that you are not in charge of that person's experiences. They are, whether they realize it or not. So don't hold yourself back in situations in life because you worried about other people's experiences. You can't control their experiences. Their reaction to whatever may be triggering them or whatever may be an issue is all based on their past experiences. And you just simply don't have nothing to do with that. All you can do is be the good person that you are, be about positivity, do what serves you, knowing that, hey, however they feel, that's how they feel. So what you should absolutely not do is kind of tiptoe or maneuver in a way that to make sure that you don't piss people off or to not offend people or to not get the quote unquote haters, because that's going to be impossible. It really is. As positive I am, as much as I try to inspire people, as much as I stay in my own lane, and I'm a person who is never about drama, I still have a handful of people who don't like me. And a couple of them don't like me that I can see why, meaning I can literally point to a reason, even though it still has nothing to do with me. But I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see why they wouldn't like me. And I'm not going to go into details about that. But still, not my fault. And then you got some folks who don't like me that they don't even have a valid reason to dislike me. Like, okay, I'm shocked to know that you don't like me. Like, okay, really? They don't like me? Okay, again, fine. That's okay. I don't have anything to do with that. And so when somebody is looking at you or perceiving you, right, how they perceive you, they are looking at the world through their own personal lens and all of these countless experiences of life that they've had. And it's from that they get their perception of you. So think of this example. You ever been around a dog or seen a dog who's been abused a whole lot, right? Kind of a sad example, but that dog who is abused, it's very timid. They shy away from people. If you come towards it, they probably gonna run away or try to make themselves really, really small, right? You can see the fear in them, right? And even though you never hit this dog, probably never even been around this dog, the way they see life, the experiences they've had from other people, it make this dog act this way towards you, and you have nothing to do with it. Use this same rationale. The way people either perceive you or the way they want to place the burden of their experiences on you, they are reacting to certain stimuluses from their past. And once again, be a good person, be somebody who is positive and brings good into the world, and at the same time understand that you are not in control of other people's experiences. And the sooner you realize this, the sooner you can be free to live a life that's true to yourself. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, and I said it in several different ways, I'm going to flip it on you. And you might not like what I hear. You might not like what you're going to hear, but I'm going to say it anyway and keep it 100. Keep it real with y'all. Just like you ain't in control of other people's experiences, then other people ain't in control of yours. So if you blaming folks for how you feel, how you react, that ain't how it go. Just like if somebody gets mad about something and has a negative reaction and it's not because of you, if you get angry at somebody else, it's not on them, it's on you. And that may be a hard pill to swallow or hard to accept or believe. And at first, I don't want to hear that shit either, right? But let's dive in a little more. How you react is completely in your hands. And it might feel like you might not have control over it, but you absolutely do. And let me share this quote with you. It's from a man, an author and psychologist named Viktor Frankl. And he wrote this book right after the Holocaust. He went through the Holocaust and was in a Nazi prison camp. And in his book, he talks about his experiences in this prison camp and how bad it was and how it shaped how he looked at things, about the meaning of life, about how the people who had meaning in their life ended up living a lot longer in these camps than the ones who had no meaning. And here's the quote that I came across. It says, "Between stimulus and response is a space. And in that space is our power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and freedom." Let me say it again. Between stimulus and response is a space. And in that space is our power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and our freedom. So between something happening to you and you reacting to it, it's a little bit of space, right? Very small space, probably a half a second, fraction of a second, split second of time, right? There's this split second between something happening to you and then you reacting to it. And if you can master that space, if you can master who you are within that space to not react negatively, then you have mastered your life. That is self-mastery. So you can't blame other people for how you react to them. Just like people can't blame you for their reactions, you can't blame them for yours. You always have a choice of how you decide to respond. And I know it may not feel like you have a choice, but you do. It ain't easy. We know that. Feel like it's damn near in your DNA, like it's just human nature to react, right? That's not necessarily true. It's human nature to have the feeling, to have the thought, but what you do with it is completely your choice. And this is the epitome of self-development, right? Things happen to us in life. Let's say something happened to you years ago and you still pissed off about it right now, and you still hurt by it, or it's still negatively affecting you mentally. Maybe you have a negative reaction every time you think about it. And that one event is still affecting you even though it happened years ago. Personal development, self-development is having something happen to you, and now it only affects you for a few months instead of a year. That's a positive, right? It's still a shorter time to get over it. Then you work on yourself some more, and this work takes a long time. It does not happen overnight, but it takes a long time. It takes years, actually. So you work on yourself, and other things happen to you, and now they only affect you for a few weeks. Now they only affect you for a few days. Then something happens and you're pissed off for only a day. Then something happens, you're pissed off for only an hour, right? And in between these times, you keep working on yourself, right? Then something happens and you're only pissed off for 5 minutes. You work on yourself even more. Then something happens and then there is no pissed off. You have no more response, right? That is what self-mastery is. What that is showing you is that nothing externally, right? Externally, anything that's outside of your mind or your body can disturb your peace in this place. And I know it may sound like I'm trying to get you to be Gandhi or something. It may even sound impossible to get to that mental space, but strides can still be made. They have to be. Because you better believe, as we're working on ourselves, we're going to be changing for the better. And unfortunately, a lot of folks around us just won't be doing the same. And there will be many moments where your energy, your mindset, it just won't align. Friction is going to happen. You're going to look at things differently. You're going to have different perspectives. You're going to be enlightened in ways that not everyone around you will be. And somebody that's going to say or do something that will piss you off, or vice versa. Things that never used to piss you off might start pissing you off. And that generally comes with any kind of growth, right? And so when these moments come, it's going to be so damn important to protect your peace, because your peace is way more important than most of the bullshit the world has to offer you, right? All the negativity, all the ways people in your life will inadvertently and sometimes purposely hurt you or piss you off. And I hate to quote a president, but there's a lot of truth in what Eleanor Roosevelt said. He says, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. If somebody says something to you that's messed up and it make you feel bad, and you decide to let that make you feel that way, well, you decided to let that make you feel that way. You decided to listen to what that person said and make you feel bad about yourself. You decided to take that thing to heart and make you feel less than. And I know that may sound impossible to not let somebody's words affect you, because words, even though they are just that, it's just words, they can't really be hurtful. But the place we have to strive to get to is to be so mentally sound with our own selves, to have so much mental peace, to understand that the way other people perceive us literally has nothing to do with us, that their words just don't work negatively on us. This is the space between stimulus and response, right? If you're trying your best in life and taking actions towards you becoming the best you can and to get the most you can out of life in a positive way, then you're not responsible for other people's reactions. And those people who are just blindly walking through life and allowing any and everything to disrupt their peace and allowing negativity to seep into their lives and to who they are, then the same is true. They ain't responsible for your reactions. You have to be. And no, it won't be easy, but with some work and ownership of your actions and reactions, you can protect that inner peace. So again, I said it so many times, I'm going to say it again. You are not responsible for people's reaction to you, and other people are not responsible for your reactions to them. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, man, please share this on your social media. Make sure you tag me in it. Also, share with a friend or a family member who you think would benefit from hearing this message. Also, become a monthly supporter of the show. You can choose the monthly amount. It can either be $3, $5, $8, or $10. You can cancel at any time. But why would you ever do that? Let's go ahead and get to this music. The song I got for y'all today is They Selling Crack. Let's ride out. You know they say words can kill. They selling crack on the corner. I grew up like this, and if a picture is worth 1,000 of them. They selling crack on the corner. God bless the artist. I grew up like this. Picture me perfect. Fuck what they talking, I'm already perfect. I do it on purpose. Yeah. Call it what you want, I don't got service. She calling too much, just see me in person. Girl, bye. I like my phone dry. I never been thirsty. Ain't seen me in a while. I'm probably working. Going hard for my last name, trying to make it a brand name. It's Dodge, and I'm lit all summer long. I don't need no ashtray. But who am I to tell another man how to make his own money? It's getting dark out here. You don't wanna walk out here. Fuck minimum wage, it ain't no jobs out there. No, niggas standing on the corner, cocaine, marijuana. And life is all about choices. You only get what you born with, and your two shoulders with the weight of a boulder. The crime rate boiling over. My classmates look like soldiers, cause they got them army guns. Your life looking way different, like you was born with glaucoma. Cause you don't see that shit. Nah. If the system fail him, a convicted felon, or the police kill him, what you tell him when he a kid? Who influenced by crack? You can ask my big brother Cav about that, my big brother Al about that. And these was my role models, and them niggas had that crack. Wanna smoke weed just like them, 13 years old, like yeah nigga pass that sack. Break it down, roll it up, smoke it up. First time smoke it, I choke it up. My father was there when growing up, but my happy home was broken up. Mama said fuck it, we moving out. Yeah, she'd rather be broke as fuck. Try to be the man, not old enough. I give my pop some props. No, he didn't do everything right. Still, he was always in my life. We ain't never have to worry about no lights. When your best friends wanna ball out like globetrotters, they looking up to they role models who selling crack with no problem. That's why whenever your mama said, when that street light come on, your ass better be home, cause they selling crack on the corner. I grew up like this. They selling crack on the corner. I grew up like this. Yeah. They selling crack. They selling crack. He selling crack and she using it. His family ain't cool with it. Her family got used to it. He got a bird and he flew with it. He know just what to do with it. Take it straight to the kitchen. On the stove making stew with it. Ain't no money in the classroom, so he dropped out of school with it. The bad schools get the worst teachers and they don't know what to do with it. He gets labeled by society. Yeah, they call him a hooligan, cause they think we all animals and the cops are the zookeepers. I wish I could fly, cause I would say bye, I'm going to Jupiter. I'm way too close, I done got numb, I done got used to it. We murder the most, all this death, all these funerals, cause they got beef and keeping it hot like aluminum. Trying to get closer to Jesus, I wanna pray in Jerusalem. I see the devil influence us, I think the devil recruiting us. I'm trying to get closer to Jesus, I wanna pray in Jerusalem. I see the devil influence us, I think the devil recruiting us. I'm trying to get close, I'm trying to get close. I pour some liquor for all my dead ones, let's make a toast. I don't want ice, I don't want coke, I'm trying to get through. I'm here today, but tomorrow I could be a ghost, so let's do the most. My favorite rapper talk about dope, he got them O's. Sometimes I wonder if he know, or if he don't, that the youth is who he influenced the most. Look how they boast, Instagram and Facebook posts, they think it's a joke. I think about when I was a teen, 13 years old. He lived across the street, that was my dog, that was my woe. His big brother was like my brother, he selling dope. His brother was a hood nigga, had a mouth full of gold. His brother got in a fight, showed the hood he ain't no hoe. He won that fight, you fucking right, you better let him know. But they had a revolver, and not a revolving door, and he let that revolver blow. Was hard to see him go. He won that fight, but lost his life. We got the call later that night, and my heart hit the floor. I was scared to go to the funeral, mama made me go. Was scared to see him cry, he couldn't keep it dry. I just wanted us to fly, so we could be closer to Jesus. I wanna pray in Jerusalem. I see the devil influence us, I think the devil recruiting us. I'm trying to get closer to Jesus. I wanna pray in Jerusalem. I see the devil influence us, I think the devil recruiting us, cause they selling crack on the corner. I grew up like this. They selling crack on the corner. I grew up like this. Yeah, they selling crack. They selling crack.